should you get and build Surfer? Short answer, yes. However, if you already built other agents, notably Inez, probably no. Long answer. This entire video.
Hello, Doctor. I'm Surfer from Blacksteel Worldwide's Advanced Recon Team. I just saw Jessica in the hallway. She looks much more confident now.
前に会ったのはいつだっけ ?1 ヶ月前元気してたドクター
Tila, codename Surfer. Colombian Zalek, who is a member of Blacksteel's Advanced Recon Team. And is an extremely competent intelligence gatherer. Currently she has applied to be a collaborating operator aboard Rhodes Island. She is also an outdoor explorer at heart. And some in the Colombian outdoor community might know her as the Spectral Explorer, who has visited many picturesque and isolated places in the Colombian wilderness. Alright, this number 1 Eurocamp is our newest agent, Vanguard. Agent is known to be a very flexible unit. Aside from handling early enemies and generating DP, they are able to do ranged attacks and have a quicker redeployment time than most units, making them capable to do executor specialist jobs to some degree, like killing a certain enemy or becoming a temporary bait. The way they generate DP is also different from most Vanguard. Excluding Chilchuck's skill 1, all of agent skills will generate DP when they attack an enemy. Although this generating DP through attack does have some problems, so bringing another Vanguard to do DP printing is recommended. Moving on, this is Surfer's general stats. Her offensive and offensive are about the same as a 5-star charger. Nothing remarkable, but good enough to deal with early stage enemies, which is what Vanguard mostly expected to do. And also kill normal enemies with low defense. And thanks to her Archetype trade, her redeployment time is faster than most units. Her cost is also very cheap, but you are most likely redeploying her more than once, which will make her cost higher. Then this is her talent. When deployed, she can instantly give you 2 DP, or 3 with potential improvement, if there's no other operators in the surrounding 4 tiles. A fitting talent for a Vanguard to have. And this is also useful as a way to cover some missing DP when retreating her. Next, this is her potential upgrade. You got stuff that will reduce her cost, redeployment time, increase her attack speed, and improve her talent by adding another DP. Vanguard potential upgrades are known to be quite impactful in improving their performance. And Surfer is also the case. But she should play fine in most content, even with no extra potential. Well, if you went all out in her debut banner, you have probably already full pot her. Moving on, this is her module. If we follow CN, Agent module should be released on episode 15 update. There are 2 kinds of modules for Agent. And Surfer got the X module, which will permanently reduce her aggro. And it will also increase her HP and defense. The aggro reduction is quite useful for this squishy unit to avoid being attacked. But yes, this will just reduce her aggro. She won't turn into Cantabile or Inez, who can avoid ranged attacks entirely. So if Surfer is the only operator in the vicinity, she will still get attacked. As for the upgrade, Stage 2 will add attack speed buff for 10 seconds after deployment. And Stage 3 will just increase the buff slightly. Personally, I don't find her module all that useful. The aggro reduction might be useful if you don't want her to get attacked. But the gains from the upgrade doesn't justify the cost. I tested if her module attack speed buff can increase the amount of DP she generates. And yes it did, but not by a large amount. It literally just adds 1 single DP for both of her skills. So yes, unless you really like her and don't have other ops to build, better save those resources for other operators. Now let's talk about her skills. Skill 1 is the same skill as Cantabile. Passive skill that will make her gain attack buff and generate DP for 20 seconds after deployment. Considering her attack interval, at M3 the amount of DP you get from this skill if she keeps on attacking should be the same as her duration. So that should be around 20. Could be more, could be less, if there's something that affected her attack speed. Overall a pretty nice skill to gain DP and kill some targets. This being a passive is also useful, in case you want to use her skill instantly upon deployment. Because in her skill 2 you will need to wait for a bit, at least if you don't have bagpipe. But the downside of being a passive is that you are forced to use her as a fast redeploy. And for skill 2, she will gain attack speed bonus, gain DP every time she attacks, and steals enemy defense. At M3 she can get 16 DP if she keeps on attacking, or 17 with her module. And unlike her skill 1, you can use this multiple times without redeploying her. In the damage department, while she didn't get any attack bonus, but the defense steal is useful to weaken the enemy, and possibly helps kill some elites. If not by her, it will be by other physical dealers, who also benefit from the steal effect. But since it only lasts until the skill ends, which is really short, and only reduce enemy defense by a flat amount, it's not the best debuff option in the long run. And by the way, normally she won't be able to use this skill instantly upon deployment. But if you bring bagpipe at M3 you can actually start using this skill instantly. Well, there's actually a 1-second delay, but hardly an issue. For skills that I recommend to master, I recommend just her skill 2. A good skill to obtain DP in a short time, provided she has a target. Personally I find the most important part of this skill mastery is to shorten the gap between her initial and SP cost, so you can activate it quicker, even more so when bringing bagpipe. As for her elite to base skill, when in the reception room, she can increase clue search speed, bonus if she is paired with another black steel operator. So this ideally means Franca, or OG Jessica. So ladies and gentlemen, should you get and build Surfer? I honestly think you can never go wrong with Agent Vanguard. Their flexibility really shines in many places. So the question here is whether you already built one or not. If you're not, I recommend you build her. But if you already have one, notably Inez, or Cantabile, you might want to skip her. Puzzle is also a good option. His art's damage can even be better against armored target than Surfer stealing defense. But I personally find his offensive recovery troublesome. Not to mention he is slightly more expensive than a normal 5-star, because he is a welfare unit. Chilchuck is a good option as well, but he's typically built for his talent. Or maybe you're playing with Dungeon Meshi team. And who knows, if you already built one, you might want to build another. I'm currently trying to finish up reclamation algorithm. And having more than one agent does wonder. That should be all. Adios.